Howdy folks, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the final episode of Kazoo Fridays. Aww. Yeah, I know it's a little bit sad, but here's the thing. I came up with this idea back in, I think it was late June, and I started writing down possible videos and I had 4 on my list. And you know what? Today is number 12. And there's a playlist where they're all in one location. It's gonna stand for years to come. Hopefully it educates somebody about kazoos. And I had a lot of fun doing it. So no complaints. And to close out the series, I've got a really fun video this week. We are going to compare 2 classic tin kazoos. This is a classic tin kazoo from the United States, made the same way that these were made in 1916. And this is a classic kazoo from the UK, made the same way that they were made in the 1930s. So we're going vintage today, and I think it's gonna be a really fun video. Let's get into it. So first, let's take a look at the American kazoo. And you can see by the packaging, it says Woodstock kazoo here on the package, which is what it's colloquially called, but you definitely see that made in the USA symbol right there. And this comes from the original kazoo company in Eden, New York. Now I talked a little bit about them when I did the video about the horn kazoo. Was that last week or the week before, whichever. Anyway, I talked a little bit about them, but this factory, or this company, has been in business since 1907, but they built a new factory in 1916 that had state-of-the-art equipment for the time, and they're still using that factory and that equipment and that pattern to make these kazoos. So this is as close as you could possibly get to getting a kazoo that you would have found in like the 1920s in the 5 and dime store in the US. Here it is. So let's get the box open here. And here's our kazoo. So let me give you guys a quick kind of once over here. You can see it's red on the bottom, gold on the top. It has the popular kazoo tower with the rim on it, 3 divots right here. Pretty straightforward kazoo design, and certainly has been copied a lot. Now if we look at the actual construction here, you can see kind of the folded edges, which is a little unusual for manufacturing today, but it was definitely a popular way that they did stuff at the time. So you definitely get a feeling of vintage here just with the way it's put together. Very cool kazoo. So again, they have been made this way since 1916. So very classic, very old school, and let's give it a blow. So definitely has that kind of classic kazoo sound, really buzzy. So here is the Clarke kazoo, and this comes from Kent in the UK, and this has been made the same way, similar to the Woodstock kazoo. This has been made the same way since the 1930s, so same basic pattern, equipment, and whatnot, and just made across the pond. So let's go ahead and open this one. There is a little piece of literature in there. I'll get that out in a second, but let's take a look here. Here is the Clarke kazoo, and like I said, first let's look at them side by side. So here you go. Here are the 2. And you can see their shapes are pretty similar. They have kind of different, this one's definitely got like more of a bulge in the middle, where the Clarke is a little bit more slim. They kind of have a little different style of tower there, but pretty similar overall. This one also has the sort of folded metal, but the pattern is just a little bit different, as you can see. You might be able to see it says Clarke Kazoo, or Clarke made in England right here, and then of course we've got original Kazoo Eden, New York right up here. So they both got engraving in almost the exact same spot, but couple classic pieces of history here. So let's take a closer look at the Clarke here. Now again, this company's been in business since the 1930s. Well, actually the company's been in business since the 1840s. But they've been making this style of kazoo since the 1930s. And they originally made tin whistles. But again, this is made basically in the vintage styling. This is what you would have got at, 1932, you walked into a music store in Britain and wanted a kazoo. This is probably what you would have got. So let's give this one a blow. So again, very classic vintage kazoo-like sound. And I guess there's one thing left to do, guys. We're gonna have to do high quality audio and hear them head to head. So let's do that now. So there you have it. That was a classic kazoo battle of the vintage tin kazoos, US versus UK. You know, they're both really great in different ways, but maybe you liked one or the other better. Let me know in the comments. You know, love these sorts of videos, and Kazoo Fridays was a heck of a lot of fun. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. If you like this channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button below, and as always, leave me a comment. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.